Hi, everyone. The lady in the photo is 32-year-old Andrea Velez from the Los Angeles area. She's an American citizen who on Tuesday was ambushed outside her work by ICE. They came charging out of a vehicle. She was frightened. She put her arm up and was tackled to the ground. Her mother and her sister were screaming at them, "She's an American citizen, she's an American citizen. She was born in the United States." That didn't help. She was taken away, and her attorney did find her the next day. She's been released on bond, and the charge is now resisting arrest, which we know isn't true. Just to let you know, ICE has said that 70% of the people they picked up have no criminal record. Folks, what this is, they are targeting people in the Southwest who appear to be Hispanic. Now, they don't know if you are American born or if you are from a foreign country, and there is no due process. They're picking people up, taking them away, and scaring the shit out of their loved ones. That's basically what's happening. They don't know where their loved ones are. They find out, and they are unjustly being held. Imagine going to work and all of a sudden you're picked up and nobody knows where you are. The fear and how scared this woman must have been. How scared. Is this a country where people have no rights? People are getting picked up like it was a dictatorship, or it was, if you don't agree with someone? Because that appears to be what's happening as well. They are using bounty hunters to pick people up off the streets and terrorize them. That's happened around here in Las Vegas. When have you seen a 325-pound ICE officer running after somebody? You don't. Another thing that's happening is when people are flying into the United States, they want to see their social media. So there was a Norwegian tourist who came into one of the airports, I believe it was in maybe either New York or Newark, I'm not sure, and was denied entry into the United States because they put, which I thought was a really good meme, Vance with a bloated face and bald head. But because of that meme, the passenger was returned back to Norway. We can no longer say we're the land of the free, because obviously this is something that you would see in a banana republic. If you don't like what you're saying about the leaders, off to jail you go. I myself have a lot of stuff criticizing the current regime, and it wouldn't surprise me if I'm on somebody's list. We need to speak out. We need to help those who need help. We need to stand up for justice. We need to stand up for liberty. And this doesn't apply only to the oligarchs and to the wealthy. This applies to everyone. Okay? There is a wedge between us. This isn't a Republican and blue issue. Okay? It actually boils down to a class issue when you look at it, between the haves and have-nots, between the oligarchs and the capitalists. Okay? The people who voted for Trump are now complaining, especially those who depend on migrant labor. They have no one to work in the fields. They have no one to work in the factories. They have no one to do these jobs. Well, you folks are in the FAFO phase. For those of you who don't know, it means fuck around and find out. And that is where you are. I don't feel bad for you. I feel bad for this woman. You voted for a regime that has no tolerance. You voted for a regime that goes after minorities, goes after women, goes after anyone who doesn't conform to their agenda. That's what it's about. Now, we have midterms coming up. Again, I stress this. You need to get involved. You need to vote these assholes out of office. That's it. If you care, if you still care about your Medicare, if you still care about going to the hospital as a vet, if you still care about safety on the job with OSHA, if you still care about due process, you'll do the right thing and get out and canvass and vote and research the issues. You know, it doesn't have to be this way, folks. You know, it doesn't have to be. Kindness goes a long way, and you're not going to get it from this administration that is cruel and heartless. Okay? If everyone has to understand, if you are not in their sphere, you're an outsider. Get that through your head. Get that through your cabeza. Get it. And do the right thing. People say to me, well, you're not Latino. Why are you getting involved in this? Because I'm also Jewish. And 80 years ago, nobody spoke out for my people, and look what happened. It may not be my people this year or this time. It could be somebody else. But we need to speak out and look out for each other no matter who they are. I know I'll get some flack on this, but hey, that's how I feel. Just spread the word. Have a good one. Take care.